What's up, everyone? This is the Jose Show. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. As the usual, we have a lot to cover on today's show and a lot of interesting stuff, of course. So now let's get started. Now let's start off with Wendy Williams, who reportedly has a husband that is a cheater, which is called Kevin Hunter, as we all know. And Wendy Williams once claimed that she'd walk out if husband got a mistress pregnant. Well, the stuff about Wendy Williams has been getting hotter and hotter each day. And now, here are the facts that we have to talk about in this topic with Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Show host's personal life has been making headlines recently, with reports claiming that her husband, Kevin Hunter, welcomed a child with his alleged mistress. Sharina Hudson, amid the speculation, Williams quotes about Hunter's previous alleged affair have resurfaced. And quote, "In those 45 seconds, my woman's intuition kicked in and I knew he was on the phone with the lover," end quote. Williams, who tied the knot with Hunter in 1997, shared in the memoir. "No woman deserves this." Now, she added, "I wanted to kill him. I mean, really kill him for real. I wanted to kill him more because I was in the process of breaking my number one rule: no cheating." Now, in quote, Wendy went on to say more things, and she said, "I needed to know if she was in love. Was he in love?" Williams wrote in the book, admitting that she hired a private investigator to get details on her husband's alleged mistress. And quote, were condoms used? Is she pregnant? Was she laying up in the Marriott with him? And then she said more things. She said that only thing that would make her walk out for good is if Hunter lied about anything. And she also said if he was in love, if she was just as successful at what she does as I am in my career, if she had his baby, she wrote. Williams first addressed cheating speculation in early March during her talk show return. In quote, Wendy said, in the talk show, that "I want to shout out to my husband," Williams said, adding, "I'm still wearing my ring," which had all of us getting a little bit suspicious around Wendy, because we kind of either knew or thought, but I think more like knew, that Wendy was lying to us, that she was still in good terms with her husband. I think this was when Wendy was already trying her very best and covering all these issues that is going on in real life with her husband, with her and her husband, just to make herself look good and to make her husband look good, when in reality things aren't really as good as Wendy was trying to make them seem. And then, of course, she went on in her show to say that she's been with him for the past 28 years, and she's been married with him for the past 25 years. And then, as we all know, Wendy went on in the talk show, showing us pictures of him and her husband. Of her and her husband together back in the 90s when they first got together. And then Wendy, of course, she went on to say a lot of good things about him. Well, here's one thing. I know and I understand Wendy for covering or trying to cover for her husband. Because her husband is reportedly cheating on Wendy. I know she's trying to cover him, and I know that she's trying to get him out of that trouble. But I just think that it's too late, Wendy. It's too late for you to cover your husband and for trying to make your husband look good on TV when he in reality is not the kind of person you're trying to make him, or you're trying to make us think he is. Really. Because, I mean, we got TMZ, we got a bunch of people, especially the paparazzi all around, um, looking for what we should talk about and looking for receipts on what is really going on in real life. So when there's that around, I think it's just best if, Wendy would just not say anything and just let what these sources are saying um, speak for themselves. And of course, the pictures that these sources could be showing us to could speak for themselves too, because pictures are worth a million words. And in this case, there might be some pictures, who knows, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe TMZ or any other source could be even providing us these pictures of Kevin Hunter with this alleged mistress that Kevin Hunter has had for the past God knows how much time. So, if I were Wendy Williams, I would break up. I would even file for divorce from this man, from this nasty man that is committing adultery here um, by going off with another woman when he is already married to Wendy. Really, I feel really bad for Wendy Williams, because Wendy, she deserves much better. She deserves to marry a man that'll be loyal and faithful to her, and a man that'll definitely be there for her. So, yeah, this is something that does not sound like a regular nor a normal marriage to me. Definitely not. And since Wendy has a talk show, I would actually put Kevin Hunter on blast if I were Wendy Williams on my own talk show. Really, if I was Wendy Williams, that would have her own talk show. I would definitely do that. I would definitely put him on blast, because that's what people like that deserve, is to be put on blast, and to also have a lot of people know the kind of person he is, in order to, not stand him anymore, or to not support this person anymore. Really. And it just angers me to know that there's still people like that in this world that go off and cheat and think that it's easy to go off and cheat, when in reality it's not, because there's this saying, what's in the dark will soon come to light. And in this situation, it's like that. It definitely is. So I would definitely be staying away from Kevin Hunter if I were you, Wendy Williams. I'm just saying. And if Wendy, let's just say, if Wendy is actually telling the truth to us that Kevin isn't really who we all think he is, or what sources are saying of what he is, then Wendy should just go off and prove it, and be like, hey, I don't know what y'all are talking about. This mistress doesn't exist. Here's a picture of me and my man, happy to death, on a vacation to wherever, or together living in the same home, or doing stuff together, instead of just saying it on TV, because just saying it on TV isn't really gonna prove anything. Really, anyone can say anything on TV and show a picture from years ago, and it could be a lie. It could definitely be a lie. So I, in this case, would show more proof to this marriage being a loyal and faithful marriage, than to just say it on TV and show an old picture of decades ago. That's what I would do. If these rumors are false and Wendy is telling the truth of what she said in her talk show a few weeks ago. Well, anyway, this is an intense story, you guys. This really, really is. Well, from not divorcing, but from being a cheater to now stealing money for a living. Cardi B reportedly opened up on social media that she used to steal money and drug men for a living. But she said on Instagram that she did it for a living. She did it because she had to do it. She used to be a dancer back in the day, as we all know, and she, I believe, didn't make all that much money from being a dancer, so she had to make money from something. And in this case, I mean, she didn't go off and like, I don't think she went off and like drugged men to like rape them or anything like that. But I believe she drugged men and then she stole money off of these men so that way she could be able to, pay for her stuff and live and survive for herself. Um, and this was obviously way back in the day when before we even knew who Cardi B was. Um, and But Cardi B, she definitely opened up. She had the guts to say what she had to say on social media. Um, so yeah, I mean, this sounds a little bit of Bill Cosby, but I mean, we can't compare because I mean, Bill Cosby, he just did it for the raping. He just did it for the nasty part of it. Cardi B, she did it for the necessity because she needed the money. I mean, I'm not gonna be defending nor even saying that what she did was right and all because it wasn't right. It was wrong. Like I know that she needed it. She did it for the money. She did it for the necessity, but that's not the way. In my case, in my case, in my opinion, I don't think that's the way because it's still wrong. Drugging people is still wrong. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's evil. It's sickening, and it's very scary at the same time. So in this case, I feel like Cardi B, she shouldn't be. She should have never done this, and she should have found another way, a more legal way of getting money instead of having to do such a thing. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about the situation. As we all know, the rapper, she got charged with like two misdemeanors back in like October, um, for a fight that went on in some bar in New York City, and um, she was like literally strong enough to face the consequences over at the New York Police Department. Um, so yeah, so as of now for this situation, I don't know what's gonna happen next. If she's gonna turn herself into the police for this too, or if she's just gonna keep it quiet or keep it low on this one. I don't know, but I mean, stuff happens, you guys, and it's sometimes scary and it's sometimes really odd. So I mean, Cardi B, she's huge now. She's a rapper. She don't need to borrow nor steal money off of no one. I mean, of course, she's not going to be doing it now. But if she isn't a rapper, or if she just gives up on music now and she just doesn't do anything else anymore, would she do it again? That's my question. Would she do it again? Or would she do something more that's more harmless to get the money? That's my question. But anyway, let's just hope that this doesn't get to happen again. This is my opinion, you guys. This is what I think, and this is what I feel. And when I first found out about the news, you guys, I was like, whoa. Cardi B drugged men and stole money off of them? Ooh, ooh, ooh. But I mean, it's Cardi B, you guys. So I mean, Cardi B, she's that kind of woman that just wants to fight for a living. She wants to fight for a living. She wants to fight for finding a life. She seems like that kind of woman. even though I know, like I said, what she did was wrong. Let's just keep it to that. Well, anyway,